It's now time for the morning show on XL7-TV.
Welcome to the morning show on XL7-TV. I'm Bob Rectenwell. This is Scooter.
Whoop, whoop.
Scott Callies.
Well, how are you today?
It's Friday.
It is. You got a big weekend plans?
Yes.
I know you got graduation tonight.
Yes. Graduation
and then
tonight.
mo, or?
Samo.
You,
Feel like a Samoan.
You said you're going to be caught up by Monday. Isn't that what you said?
Well, that's my goal. Then I got 3 more jobs added to me yesterday, so I don't think it's going to happen. I feel like a Samoan.
The Samoan? Samoan.
Be here till 8. Yeah.
Actually, for you, I got to laugh because that's a good one for you.
Yeah. Big graduation tonight at Mountain Home.
Yeah, over 300?
Well, that's what's on the list. That's not what will actually show up, but that's on the list. That cool. Includes Guy Berry and such. So
yeah.
You don't know exactly how many of them will come and how many choose to walk and how many have already graduated back in December, kind of off the books.
Yeah.
Because they do that early graduation at semester time, and they just don't have a big hoopla about it.
It's 7 o'clock tonight.
7 o'clock tonight at Bomber Stadium. The weather is supposed to be fairly nice. It's going to be cloudy and about 80 degrees.
I can live with that.
So that won't be too bad. It's been worse.
I'll be fine. I'll be up in the press box.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Yeah.
I'll have that air conditioner going. Yeah, I'll be good.
Yeah.
To leave the fan towards you.
Graduation at Yellville tonight as well.
There is. Gil's going to go and do that one.
Both of those will be on XL7-TV and on Facebook and YouTube. I don't think they'll actually be on the cable channels, will they?
I think he puts Mountain Home. I'm not positive.
You could put Yellville on Yelcott.
Yeah, put it on a separate channel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be a bad idea. For those that aren't internet savvy, there are still folks that don't have computers at home.
Yeah.
I wish I was one of them.
I'm just excited. It's probably one of the first years in a while that there wasn't any threat of weather. It seems like every year when graduation comes, there's a threat.
And it'll probably still rain.
Yeah.
But we're 2 weeks earlier than normal.
True. And what was it in 20? What did they say? Is it 23 that they had to go in and?
I think it was. We were in the gym in 23.
Yeah. Yep.
And that was loud.
Yeah. And the problem is, gym won't hold everybody, so you got overflow that's got to go in Dunbar, and they try to project it over there at Dunbar so you can see it, and it's kind of not the same. But
no, it's just
I get it.
Just not quite the same.
You handle what you can handle, but
you just do what you can do. Went over Fayetteville last night.
Did you?
Mm-hmm. Went over. My granddaughter, her and her choir were singing before the Naturals game.
Oh,
yesterday.
Yeah.
And, so got watched her do that and then came on back.
I bet that was a good time, though.
It was a quick trip, but it was fun.
That's not a bad trip. I don't mind taking that side. I don't like going down to Little Rock and back, but going over to Fayetteville and that area, I don't mind. It's not a bad trip.
Yeah.
Just, as many as you take now, that's a different ballgame.
In the last week, I think that was trip number 4 or 5 over there in the last 7 days.
Yeah, I'm out of that. I'm not taking that many.
You will when the gnome gets old enough and she grabs you by the arm and says, Grandpa, are you going to come to my performance on Thursday? And you say, you betcha, baby.
That was like a while back. They FaceTimed, and she likes to. I think she thinks I live in the phone half the time. Anyway, so we're FaceTiming, and she's like, "Right," and I'm like, and my daughter's like, "What's she at?" She wants you to come pick her up. So an hour later, I'm headed to Fayetteville. I get it.
You just do what you do.
I get it.
It's time to get started. It's time for the morning prayer brought to you by Hospice of the Ozarks, 870-508-1771. Hospice of the Ozarks has been taking care of Baxter, Marion County since 1979. They'd be glad to take care of you as well. If you don't know what hospice care is or what they can do for you and your loved one, just pick up your phone, give them a call, 870-508-1771. They'd be glad to answer any questions you might have. And now the morning prayer. Sarah?
Lord, we just thank you for this day that you made. We thank you for what you're doing and through this community. Thank you for what you're doing. We thank you for the soldiers that just go out and fight for this country. They're an inspiration to everyone, and I just thank you. Thank you for this day. That it's a day that you have made, and help us rejoice and just be glad in it, Lord. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
The morning prayer brought to you by Hospice of the Ozarks, 870-508-1771. Be back after a quick word from Bob and Linda Zdora, the Z Team of Century 21 LeMac Realty.
Hi, I'm Bob Zdora, the Z Team. I'd like to share something with you. Our team didn't need to reach everyone to be considered successful. We only needed the power of one. One person who was delighted with the way they were treated, helping them to reach their real estate goals. One person who told another person, who told another, and so on. So if you're ready to buy or sell real estate, the Z Team would like to be your one. Give us a call, 870-405-0793, Century 21 LeMac Realty, 1024 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. It's time for the lake levels, dam reports, and all the weather updates brought to you by Bob and Linda Zdora. The Z Team of Century 21 LeMac Realty, 870-405-0793 is their number. retiredtoarkansas.net is their website. If you go there, click on live views. This is what you see today. That still looks pretty dark.
Yeah, it's lightened up some from what it was, but yeah, it still looks pretty dark outside.
This is the beautiful White River that separates Marion County, Arkansas from Baxter County, Arkansas. It's the city of Carter, about mid-screen. If you go to the lower left, you'll see their baseball field. To the little further to the left is their city park. Off in the distance to the left is the Rainbow Bridge, followed by the Trellis Bridge. If you can continue around the corner, you would be looking at Bull Shoals Tower in the city of Bull Shoals. Straight ahead is the state of Missouri, the old Witch's Hat Water Tower at about 1 o'clock. To the far right is the city of Mountain Home. In front of that is the city of Gassville. This is what we call God's country. If you'd like to see what's available for sale in this area, go to retiredarkansas.net, click on MLS listings. You'll find something that tickles your fancy, then give Miss Linda a call. She's at 870-405-0793. She'll be glad to help you. Look at that shot, Scooter. That water's low.
It is.
When you can see that gravel bar right there in the lower left, you know that water's low. If you're going to go fishing, get you a guide, somebody that knows that river way better than you do. Because you don't want to hit one of those gravel bars. I don't care how slow you're going. It's going to tear up the bottom of your boat.
Oh, yes.
I'm going to run through some temperatures. The Scooter lets us go through the Z-clips. Currently in Mountain Home, it's 59. Harrison is 63. Batesville, 59, along with Yellville. Marshall's at 62. Salem at 55. Mountain View at 61. Calico Rock at 59. West Plains, Missouri, 57. Springfield, Missouri, 61. Poplar Bluff, Missouri is 57. St. Louis, Missouri is 61 as well. Let's take a look at the radar. As you can see, currently on the radar, all of Arkansas is clear. And a little bit of rain coming over from Oklahoma. It just decided to freeze right there. There, it's moving again. Okay. Maybe not. There we go. Some heavy rains going through central Illinois. I've got some showers that might pop up in northwest Arkansas between 10 and 11. Looks like some rain could possibly hit Mountain Home area about noon. Doesn't look like there's anything that's going to stick around very long. Let's go ahead and zoom into the great state of Arkansas. As you can see, those showers coming up through Tulsa, hitting through Fayetteville about 9 o'clock this morning. And then again, around noon, it should come through southern Baxter County. Might not even hit Mountain Home, according to the radar, when you zoom in on it. So just if you're coming in for graduation, be careful, bring an umbrella just in case. Let's see, on the national scene, no watches and warnings for Arkansas, Missouri, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Tennessee, or central Kentucky. Illinois has not got much. Iowa, we've got some wind advisories going on. Up north, that's a red flag advisory. It just means there's some high winds going on in Minnesota. And that doesn't affect us, Scooter.
Nope.
So we're good for that. 7-day forecast. High of 86 today, mostly sunny, slight chance of thunderstorms. Low of 70 tonight, 86 for a high tomorrow with a chance of rain, decreasing clouds, low of 67. High of 87 on Sunday, low of 71, 85 on Monday, low of 71, high of 82 on Tuesday. First part of the week, Tuesday night's going to get down to 56, 58. Thursday's going to be a high of 75, cooling back down on Thursday. Allergies and pollen count. Tree pollen's going to be none today, none tomorrow, none on Sunday. Very high grass today, tomorrow, and Sunday. No ragweed to speak of. Lake levels and dam reports. Lake Norfolk 552.95, which is 0.95 above full pool of 552. That's as of 4 o'clock this morning. And they have no generators going on at Norfolk. Bull Shoals 655.61, which is 3.39 below full pool of 659, and they're running 4 as of the last phone call, and that was what registered yesterday.
Yep.
So that's 4 generators going on at Bull Shoals. And you look at the river on that picture, and there ain't no 4 generators running.
No.
So I'm betting they're not running any at all. That's the lake levels, dam reports, and all the updates brought to you by Bob and Linda Zdora. The Z Team is Century 21 LeMac Realty. 870-405-0793 is their number. retiredarkansas.net is their website. We'll be back with community news and happenings in just a moment.
You build more than projects. You build what communities rely on. When the job site runs on results, put Kubota to work. Backed by expert service and support from your local Kubota dealer. Right now, bring home select Kubota KX Series with 0% financing available or save up to $4,800.
For all your Kubota needs, visit Ozarks Farm and Lawn in Mountain Home.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. It's time for community news and happenings brought to you by Ozarks Farm and Lawn, the dealership that deals. 870-425-3434, Highway 62 Southwest at Buford Road. If you are looking for any kind of hay cutting equipment. I can't talk.
If you're looking for some equipment.
You want some equipment? I can't talk today. I don't know what's
That's
up.
great.
Go by Ozarks Farm and Lawn. They've got what you need if you're looking for cutters, rakes, tedders, balers, round bales, square bales. They've got them. I watched I actually pulled over the side of the road yesterday and watched a guy baling some of those big squares.
Oh, yeah.
Have you seen them?
I've seen the big squares.
I don't know how many regular sized bales are in those. It's got to be a good number. I'm betting it's close, probably 30. But I actually pulled over and watched him do a complete one. It's pretty handy.
I'll be darned.
Pretty neat.
A little harder to move by. You ain't moving them by hand.
You are definitely not throwing those in. You throwing those in the truck, you a hoss. If you're looking for any kind of hay equipment, go to Ozarks Farm and Lawn. They'd be glad to help you. They've got construction equipment. They've got brake bed trailers, RTVs, zero turns, lawn tractors. They've got them. Kubotas, New Hollands. They've got anything that you might need. If you have something that's broke, go by there. Let them get it fixed for you. Again, if you got something that's broke, go by there, let them get it fixed for you. It'll save you a lot of headaches, a lot of gray hairs. Ozarks Farm and Lawn, the dealership that deals. Southern Crunch Promotions is bringing a demolition derby to Baxter County Fairgrounds tomorrow at 4 o'clock. The gates will open. The show will start at 7. Admission is $10 for adults, $5 for 6 through 18. Kids under 6 are free. And it's a pit pass is $20. Classes will be limited weld, stock, SCFA, youth, mowers, and power wheels. Crashes, smashes, and full throttle action going to be loud around the fairgrounds tomorrow. Mm-hmm. Kentucky Headhunters are coming in concert next Saturday, the 23rd of May, at the Fulton County Fairgrounds. Gates will open at 4. Concert starts at 7. For more information, give them a call, 870-895-5565. And that is fultoncountyfair.org for more information. They're going to do a drawing for this 308 American Generation 2 308 bolt-action rifle. That will happen on June the 2nd. There may be some tickets available, but you have to call the American Legion Alley White Post 52, 870-424-6277 to find out if there are. Special Olympics Fishing Derby at McCabe Park. Behind King Dermatology and Mountain Home. It will be Saturday, June the 6th. Registration at 8:30. Fishing starts at 9. There'll be prizes for everyone. All poles and baits will be provided. Hot dogs, chips, drinks, cookies for all participants. It'll be a good time. Fully stocked ponds, open participants of all ages with special needs. So go check that out. It's brought to you by the North Central Board of Realtors. For more information, you can call 870-405-8511 or 870-656-3855. Ryan Mallett football camp coming up first week in June. We'll talk more about that on Monday. And we've got a 25th anniversary memorial for 9/11, and we'll talk more about that on Monday as well. Community News and Happenings brought to you by Ozarks Farm and Lawn, the dealership that deals. We'll be back with This Week in Real Estate with Bob Zdora in just a moment.
Your senior healthcare specialist is VACO Insurance in Mountain Home. Retired law enforcement and disabled veteran owner Frank VACO and staff can help you with all your insurance needs. VACO Insurance provides coverage for most carriers in the area, such as Medicare, Affordable Care Act, individual, or any other health or life insurance options. With over 13 years experience and agents in multiple areas and locations throughout northern Arkansas and southern Missouri, VACO Insurance is the right choice to handle all your insurance needs. That's VACO Insurance, located in Mountain Home.
For all things glass, contact the professionals at Clear Results Glass in Mountain Home. Whether you're needing a rock chip repair or a full windshield replacement, Clear Results Glass can take care of all of your automotive glass needs with fast turnarounds at competitive prices. They service business and residential customers and can custom cut any glass or provide you with the right fit for your home windows, sliding doors, commercial glass, or even a frameless shower enclosure. Contact Clear Results Glass today for a quote or to schedule your next glass project. That's Clear Results Glass, located in Mountain Home.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detail services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
At Hospice of the Ozarks, our purpose is you, not just your illness. We offer a compassionate plan of care that respects your dignity and honors your wishes with countless services and groundbreaking programs. We are committed to improving the quality of life for both you and your family. We provide care and support in the comfort of wherever you call home, but we also have the area's only hospice house when needed. As the only local not-for-profit hospice, we will never turn away a patient regardless of their ability to pay. Learn more at hospiceoftheozarks.org.
All you've ever wanted was a place to write your story. You hear it's not the right time to buy or sell a house, but really, the best time is when it's right for you. The real estate markets, they change, they go up, they go down. One thing that doesn't change is where you want to be in your life. The professionals you team up with will make your story happen. The Z Team are the professionals you need to hire for your next chapter. So call the Z Team at 870-405-0793, Century 21 LeMac Realty, 1024 Highway 62 East, retiredtoarkansas.net.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. It's time for This Week in Real Estate with Bob Zdora. We've got a bonus Zdora today.
We do.
Introduce your son.
This is Jason Zdora. He does all of our technical work. He does all of our photography. Scooter does an actor plays a part. Yeah. All the things like that need to get done. He's been a great addition. He's fully licensed and he does real stuff too. Mm-hmm.
Now, Jason, anytime we have a youngster come on, because he is the youngster.
He is the youngster, yes he is.
The first thing you have to do is say, hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom.
True.
There you go.
True.
Jason is up and coming?
Yes. He's the future of the Z Team.
And he is the drone master.
He is that. Jason,
how you like being in the Ozarks?
It's been
a couple
great.
Years, hasn't you?
Yeah, I want to say 4 years we're at right now, and the adjustment was maybe just a couple of months, and I was in. Like it's very. I have everything I need. I have my family here, and then I'm doing fine. Otherwise, like all the life stuff is all great, but then I get to live here, and the people are vastly different than they are in Chicago and elsewhere, and I'll take it.
Let's hone in on that a little bit. What is the biggest change that you had to do, not business-wise or not your job-wise, but personally? How long did it take you to slow down to our pace?
You'd have to ask someone who's seen me here, because I've had other people say, I've seen them maybe a year later, 2 years later, and they say, "Wow, you've relaxed some, you've chilled out a bit." But like, of course, I'm thinking like after like a couple of months, I'm like, yeah, I can relax and I can kind of like feel different. Like it is a different feeling. But I'd say it probably takes at least a year, if I had to guess.
Yeah.
But it's something that you don't perceive. It's a gradual thing. You kind of learn to let go of having your head on a swivel and just being, like very, it's the way you treat strangers on the street is totally different here. You know what I mean? So you kind of learn to do that, what's customary, like what the culture is out here versus, somewhere like a metropolis where you literally don't talk to people and that's a known thing. You know what I mean? Like that's like on purpose, because otherwise the only people talking to you out there are crazies and people who want to scam you. But here it's much different thing overall.
Your dad and I have been doing this show together for a long time, and one of the things we talk about regularly is the quality of life. How would you size that up for us?
The biggest thing really is the quiet, the air, everything else that you have that you think you need from a city like that, you have it. I mean, Amazon takes 2 days. It's like, okay, I'll wait, 2 or 3 days.
Wait an extra day.
But like all the shopping, all the food, like if you're not, and I'm not a very picky eater, so I don't have like these, preconceived notions of, this place isn't good enough or whatever. I'll eat anywhere. I mean, my parents say, let's go to dinner. And I'm like, they're like, where do you want to go? And I'm like, food,
Yeah.
He made up a little spinning wheel. Because where are we going to go? I don't know. And he put the restaurants that we go to in there and I'll pick.
Yeah.
Yep.
That helps.
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah.
But when you come from a city, and I don't care where the city is, it could be Seattle, could be Chicago, could be Delaware, could be anywhere, Dallas, Texas. When you come to small town USA, which we are still small town USA here, you can't come with the mindset that you're going to change the world. You're not going to change the area. You have to come here open-minded and know that this is a choice that you've made. They didn't beg you to come here. You begged to come here.
True.
And here you are. So the lifestyle that you have, you can go 90 minutes any direction and get something that you can't get here.
True. Yeah. There's plenty of cities out here that are, if you needed those big box stores and stuff like that. And Mountain Home's plenty good, as far as getting stuff that you actually want to go out and just go shopping that day and go pick it up. I can't really think of anything, that we don't have in the area, aside from like a big project kind of thing that like maybe you need to go to Best Buy, and that's in Springfield or Branson or
Branson.
Yeah. So, I mean, and, honestly, most of the stuff is done online nowadays anyway, right? So if you're here and you have, for people my age and younger, if you have internet, you know what I mean? Like you're pretty much set,
And we've got the high-speed internet.
Yeah.
There was one of the best things that came from COVID, and just prior to COVID, actually.
Yeah, super high speed at that.
Yeah, exactly.
So the ability to work from home, which is what you do, real estate is your job, but you also have an additional job that you do.
Yes.
So your day job is elsewhere. Doesn't have to be here.
Yep.
It's there.
Yeah, it's in the air.
It's in the air.
Well, it's stationed in New York, but I was originally working in Chicago. We have offices there, and then I'm just doing. My name tag at work says I'm from Chicago still. You know what I mean? Like the info says I'm a Chicago employee.
Right.
So.
Well, you're always going to be from Chicago.
I guess so. Yeah, you really can't take it away. Like you were saying earlier that you have to absorb the culture here. You can't really bring your culture. I think that's kind of, even if you are leaning into that and saying, okay, I'm going to see what it's like out here and try to adjust. I think no matter what, I'm always going to have this accent. I'm always going to talk maybe a little faster or have like a different disposition on things. But, that's just part of the territory. Really, you're right that the culture is a lot different. I think it's a lot better. I think it's just,
And you can get over that talking fast thing.
Yeah, I've settled down.
Don't worry, it'll change you.
right on.
You'll get into it, all y'all or something. And
But we're talking about different style restaurants. You've got the spinning wheel, and it's the same wheel this week as it was last week as it was the week before. But if you want to be a little adventurous, like your dad says, go watch the moo cows on your driving to Springfield. In an hour and a half, you can be at pretty much any restaurant that you want.
Oh, yeah.
Venture out, go to Springdale, and drive it in 2 hours, 15 minutes. I did it 5
I was
times
going
in
to
the last
say,
7 days.
yeah.
And 2
You've been
trips
back and forth.
2 trips were just for dinner with the family, So it's not that big a deal.
Yeah.
My oldest brother says, "Blessed are the flexible, for they don't get bent out of shape." And that you just deal with things that come up, and you just make the best of it.
And they're good rides. That's the whole thing.
Yeah.
You
don't want to do them in the snow,
You would
but
spend,
hey.
well, no. But as far as the ride going someplace, it's a nice ride. It may take you the same amount of time as it would take you to get to O'Hare from where we lived.
Yeah, right.
But the distance they're not blowing horns and not, flipping you the bird and all the other stuff. That's the big difference here.
When I lived and worked in Dallas, I lived 17 miles from my office. And sometimes coming home, depending on what time I left the office, could take me an hour and a half.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Whereas here it's 20 minutes.
Yeah. Now I live 4.5 miles from my office, and I'm there when I get there.
Yeah.
Because we're kind of laid back.
That's right. Yeah. That's true.
Let's talk about the real estate world. What's going on?
Real estate's still moving forward. There's some great opportunities. Right now, we've been talking about interest rates, and interest rates are actually down from where they were a year ago. They seem high, and the media and the politics of things are, keep pushing that narrative. Mm-hmm. But in reality, we're down from where we were a year ago. Mm-hmm. I read a interesting article and talking about the fixed rate 30-year mortgage, and that's a one-way plus for you as a buyer. You take that mortgage at 6.5, 6 1/3, whatever it's going to be, and you carry that forward no matter what. Well, as inflation starts to kick in, you're still at that same rate, and you're paying with dollars that aren't worth as much money. Making sense? Mm-hmm. And that makes a big difference. You can refi. They can't make you refi. You're locked into that rate. Mm-hmm. So actually you're locking yourself into the rate. That's a good thing. The rates come down, you can refi. They don't come down and they go up to 10, you're still at your 6 1/3. So it's something to kind of keep in mind, and you're not, you date the rate, and that's really what it is. That's how much house you can afford. That's where you want to be. That's that number there. Your monthly payment is what you live in. Mm-hmm. You don't look at the 30-year, the whole thing. Oh my God, we'll never pay this off. What does it cost you every month? Because you got to live someplace. You're going to be paying rent. You're going to be doing something. Take that money and use it wisely. And sometimes you're better off to not go in and pay cash for something, to take a mortgage just for that reason and use that cash to do other things with it, and make more money than maybe that 6% sometimes. Mm-hmm. So people are still coming down. We're getting showings on houses. Houses are still going under in a couple of days, stuff that's priced right, stuff that's ready to go. That's really the big thing. So we've been busy. He's been out doing. He shot our house with the drone. He shot a home that's going to come up on the market today. You'll see it. That'll be out today. Nice fly through. Give you an idea of what's inside the house. So you don't have to go there. You can say, okay, what does this look like? You go by, you can see the pool, you can see the whole deal. So, and that's one of the things that's been really good with him coming on board, is being able to help us with some of that. We take good pictures. We always did that, but the video adds a whole different texture to things.
That can help you narrow down some serious buyers, because they have the ability to see those drone shots and see the inside, the outside, the around, the whole perimeter of a home and never have to leave their living room.
Right.
And they can say, well, I really like to see that in person. And now they can come down and take a look at, or come down or come over or whatever, and take a look at the whole thing. Helps them make that educated
But
decision.
to be able to take that phone shot and blow it up on your TV and see what that house actually looks like, see what their neighborhood looks like, and go to Google Earth and see what the neighborhood looks like, look at the overhead, and see, that makes a big difference to people, because that's what they want to see.
Jason, let's talk about the drone thing real quick, just for a minute. You have to have a license to fly that drone?
Yeah, Part 107, it's a commercial license where you have to, it's basically an idiot test to make sure that people who are going to be flying their drones around buildings trying to make money, people who are hustling, using the drone more often than the casual user who goes to the park once or twice a year and then puts it away forever. That's common. But the people who are out there trying to make money with it, they want to make sure that you know all of the the way that the air system works, the way that all the zones work, so that you're not taking off right next to an airport, like, let's go shoot a thing at, this football game, flying over people kind of stuff. So it's a certification to make sure that you know all of the hazards and all of the ways that you can get in trouble, because there's felonies. Like, it's a serious thing,
We'll have you on. We'll talk about more drone stuff after a while. We need to run through your numbers real quick.
Yes, sir. This week in real estate, there were 74 new listings came on the market, 4 commercial properties, 24 parcels of land, 46 homes came on the market. They range in price from $45,000 to $1.6 million. 4 of them are taking backups. 36 properties sold, 2 commercial properties, 8 parcels of land, 26 homes closed. They range in price from $550,000 to $39,000. Average sale price this week was $245,000 with 147 days on market. 9 properties expired. There were 25 residential price changes. Currently, we have 535 homes on the MLS that are ready to be bought. That's not encumbered in any way, shape, or form. And 205 of those are in Mountain Home. Year to date for 2026 so far, we've had 377 homes have closed. Median sale price has been $214 with 77 days on market. Last year there had been 376 homes that sold with the median sale price of $209 with 64 days on market. So, I mean, we're about where we were last year. Obviously, we were within a house, but it took a little while to catch up. But we're there, and I don't know if we caught up or at the end of last year was slowing down. But market's still moving forward. People are coming down. There's some great opportunities. That's really the big thing. If you're in the market to buy something, this is really the time to do it, because you've got a great opportunity. If the rates were to come down into the 5s, the mid 5s, even the high 5s, you're going to see a lot of people coming in trying to buy stuff, and so that's going to force the prices up. It's going to cut back on what's going to be available. So you want to get ahead of that a little bit.
How do they get you?
Call my honey. Call his mom. She's at 870-405-0793. Check out the website, retiredtoarkansas.net. But call my honey.
There you go. It's been This Week in Real Estate with Bob Zdora and Jason. 870-405-0793 is their number. Retiredarkansas.net is their website. These are realtors you can recommend to your friends. They're busy, but never too busy to help you. Check them out, the Z Team. We'll be right back.
Thank you.
When you're out of town, make sure your pet is with someone who will love them as much as you do. At 201 Pet Salon and Resort, your pet is cared for just as it would be at home. 201 Pet Salon and Resort is the only all-suite, climate-controlled, and air-filtered boarding facility in the area, with private and spacious rooms to keep your pet relaxed. And with over 3/4 of an acre of fenced play area, your pet will receive the proper exercise they deserve. Your best friend is in good hands at 201 Pet Salon and Resort in Mountain Home.
Providing caring, compassionate services at an affordable price is our goal at Connor Family Funeral Home. Connor Family is a full-service funeral home that treats our friends and neighbors just like family, with a wide range of services and options to meet your family's needs and customs. We are the first on-site crematory in the area. Connor Family addresses all the details with no hidden fees, so you can rest assured that you are treated like family for a more personalized and worry-free service. That's Connor Family Funeral Home, where compassion and affordability meet, located in Mountain Home.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the mountain home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment. Their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
Sleep
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. Coach Noah Chagnon is with me this morning. He's the head coach for Mountain Home Bomber Track. How are you, sir?
Good. How are you?
Good. Wrapped up another successful season.
Yeah, we had a lot of stuff to brag about. Girls won conference for the first time ever in school history.
First time ever.
Yep, first time
Wow.
ever. And so we thought we would. We thought it'd be a little bit closer. And so some of our kids did a lot better than expected. So they showed up and performed. And then boys, really tough loss at state, but also won conference kind of unexpectedly. It's harder for us to win conference because we don't have as many bodies as other schools do. And so we won conference in boys and lost in state by 1. And so
by 1 point.
Yeah, it was tough. A lot of things that thinking that I should have done different or could have prepared the kids for better. So, still thankful to be there. In the 5 years here, we've been either state runner-up or state champions. So it would have been nice to get that win for these kids that worked hard. And then Coach Norris, Coach Tilda on their way out. It would have been nice to give them that, but could have done some things better. So
now they're the distance coaches, and they're also cross country.
Yep. And they're headed into Sweden today.
I'm going to say they're leaving soon, and it's today that they're leaving. And so they have resigned their positions here at Mountain Home. And
And so they've made it a pretty sought after job. And so Coach Patrick is going to fill in and kind of lead that. And so we'll see who else can kind of step in and help for this year. But it's been one of our best programs over time.
Mm-hmm.
And so we want to make sure that we keep supporting that and we're staying competitive in that.
You mentioned earlier this is 5 years in a row that the boys have done so well.
Mm-hmm.
How long have you been the track coach?
5 years, but that's a lot of the coaching that came ahead of me. But yeah, I've been fortunate to have a pretty good coaching staff and coaching kids. So yeah.
What got you into coaching track? Because you're a basketball guy.
Yeah. Mitch didn't have a basketball spot, and he said, "Hey, I need you to be in charge of this track program." And so I was thankful that he gave me the opportunity. I'd coached a little bit of track before, but nothing compared to the level that we've been competing at. So, it was a great opportunity. So I appreciate Mitch giving me that.
How many student athletes do we have in the track program in the high school level?
High school is about 55 to 60. We've grown a lot over the years. Every year I have to keep asking Mitch for more jerseys. And so we looked at it. We're going to have a little bit more in junior high always, even though there's only 8th and 9th grade. Sometimes kids don't commit as much in high school, but we had about 125 kids 8th through 12th in the program this year. So we had to adjust our practice plans because it's the biggest track group we've ever had.
8th and 9th grade, the junior high bunch, who heads that up?
So we have 6 coaches, and we are responsible for coaching like certain events or parts of it, and then we all coach 8 through 12. And so Coach Goodwin, the coach here before, he said that they used to split up and have a junior high staff and a high school staff, and they would split the week. But the kids get a lot more coaching when we all coach them 8 through 12. And so
Do they all practice at the same time?
Yeah, we all practice after school from 3:30 to about 5, and so we don't keep them too terribly long. We do our lifting and stuff preseason, and when it's cold outside and the kids don't want to be there, we got to find ways to, get them to be committed. And so this year we had a ton of kids, and it feels great. We got a lot of interest in the younger group, so we're proud of the things we've done, and I think it feels really good that we've got a lot of kids in the program.
I'm going to put you on the spot for a minute. Go ahead and name the rest of your coaches.
Coach Norris and Coach Tilda are leaving. Coach Norris did the distance. Coach Tilda did the sprints and hurdles. Coach Goodwin does pole vault. Coach Oxford and Coach V, Brock Vinia, they were new hires this year. Coach Oxford did a great job with throws. The thrower section is kind of on their own. It's kind of up behind the high school, and so we don't get to interact with them on a daily basis. But, man, he led that and had great relationships with the kids and learned as he went. I could trust him up there to be learning and doing what he's supposed to and pushing those kids every day. So he did great. And then Coach V with long jump, triple jump, that was kind of his responsibility. Just a new young guy, kind of like what I might have been 5 years ago. Didn't have a lot of track background knowledge, but really good with the kids and working with them. And so he'll just get better every year, kind of like what I did, yeah.
If you know Coach Vina, he doesn't look like a jumper.
No, I've seen him. When we were practicing in the winter, I'd see him up there going at it with Frown and just giving him a good wrestling partner. And so I know he's about the kids and works really hard for them. And so he's definitely he was a baseball guy, he said, but yeah, he loves track. So
I remember him as a Yaleville football guy.
Yeah. He's doing a great job for us. So with our new people, it's always kind of, you never know how your new people are going to do. Coach Oxford and Coach V have done a great job for us.
Do they have any kind of track program in the 7th grade?
Yeah. Tom Martin and Darren Ackland at the 7th grade. They run their practice after school, and then they have to, because there's only 2 of them, they have about 60 total too. They'll do boys Monday, Wednesday, girls Tuesday, Thursday, or something like that, like every other day. And so some of those off days, they'll send kids over to pole vault or get some extra work in. So I was speaking with the Lakeside guy yesterday, and he was talking about some program stuff. He thought it was kind of crazy that we only did every other day, but they have way more facilities than us. And so I think with our 7th grade all the way up through 12th, like, we're pretty efficient with the resources we have and coaching our kids up. There's schools that are spending a lot more time doing stuff, but maybe aren't as effective as we are. So we're very fortunate that everybody is doing a good job. Our coaches really care and put a lot of good time in.
And if you're bringing in the conference championships and some state titles, however your practice works out must be working out well. Yeah,
for sure. Yeah, you don't want to change a whole lot of anything, and so just tweaks here and there, individualize. What do these kids need? We've got on the girls' side, we've got a couple girls leaving us. Camilla Johnson, she's looking to set the heptathlon record next week, and so she'll be leaving us. So I'm looking at girls like Eliana Pepin, who's just a general athlete, good at everything. She's going to have to step up and be a bigger point scorer for us. We have a 9th grader, Ella Hampton, who at state was the fifth fastest as a freshman. And so she's going to be a part of cross country and get better throughout the year, because I don't think that she was in any other sport. So on the girls' side, we're looking good. We even have some 8th grade girls that did a great job for us this year that'll be 9th graders next year. On the boys' side, Harrison had a really good group of 9th grade sprinters, but that was about the only group of people that could beat us this year in junior high boys track. So on the boys' side, we've got some things coming too. So it's kind of our job to have a vision of 3 or 4 years down the road of what are some things we need to work on, what are some spots we need to fill, and what are our strengths of, like, hey, let's keep pushing these kids to be really great at that.
All the running events, the jumping events, the pole vault, the high jump, the triple jump, the long jump, all those that are done down at Bomber Stadium. And then, like you say, up in the back, you have the field events. What other field events are there other than pole vault and shot put?
So we have high jump, we have long jump, triple jump. And those are so I'll coach the high jump. Brody Brown, baseball player, him and his dad and I, we kind of get videos back and forth, work on things, and so we have never had a kid that's been a high level player on both. And so, we just try to get kids in on the side when we can, if we need to. But, pole vaulters, blessed to have Adam and Zach Daugherty last year, Adam Jones. And so our pole vault program, we had 2 of the best in the state at the time. And we miss those guys, but we got a lot of young kids. We've got plenty of junior high kids that are kind of getting into it. And
you ever pole
vault? No. No, we got it on the docket to work on Monday for some of these. Gus Wilbur's pole vaulted like 3 or 4 times just through practice and for his decathlon. So we've got Gus Wilbur, Isaac Ballard, and Ben Souter going to the decathlon next week, and so they'll have to get some pole vault work in with Coach Goodwin on Monday, maybe Sunday night if we get some extra time. So it's a lot of fun. That's a pretty entertaining sport or event. When Robert Dover was here doing it, there was a thrower from Rogers that was like a 14-foot vaulter that it was ridiculous that he could vault that high, but he kind of specialized, a thrower specializing in vault. So it was a lot of fun to watch, but it's a lot of fun to watch kids who don't know what they're doing either. So to see how athletic they can be.
Yeah. It's time for a quick break. You're watching the morning show on XL7-TV.
Is introducing a new way to shop for a great night's sleep. Your Comfort Mattresses comes in 5 unique comfort levels from firm to soft, with cooling options to match your perfect sleep temperature. And no matter your price range, we'll help you find the perfect fit. Get deep, restorative sleep exclusively at Sleep Mart.
Our community, relationships matter. A handshake still means something. And neighbors look out for one another. At Farmers and Merchants Bank, we're more than a bank. We're your biggest supporters because every dream, every first step, and every big moment deserves someone who's right there with you. Farmers and Merchants Bank, rooted in Arkansas, growing communities. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Even on the most perfect day, the unexpected can happen. But with just one call to their local Red Ribbon expert at Overhead Door, they can get their garage door fixed or replaced in a jiffy.
Call Overhead Door Company of North Arkansas today in Mountain Home. Experience the best in Mexican dining. Letty's in Gassville, voted numerous times as the best Mexican restaurant in the Twin Lakes area. Come out for delicious breakfast served all day, or enjoy an authentic Mexican lunch or dinner. $1.49 tacos on Thursday, 10% discount for seniors every day. No time? Call Letty's and have your to-go order waiting for you. And don't forget, Letty's also provides catering for small parties, weddings, holidays, or big events. The best Mexican restaurant in the Twin Lakes area. Letty's in Gassville.
Well, folks, have you been trout fishing before?
Not since I was a little kid.
You'll do fine.
Hey, what are you doing?
Aren't you coming along?
See you downriver.
How do you start this motor? I've never been in a boat before.
See you downriver.
Well, folks, have you sold a house before?
Yeah, about 30 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you'll be okay then.
You sure?
Where are you going?
See you at the closing.
Hey!
At the closing.
We should have called the Z-Team.
You love your land, and you have plans for it. During Kubota Orange Days, you'll love the great deals on our versatile, reliable lineup, helping you turn dream projects into reality. Visit your Kubota dealer today for the best deals of the year. Now through June 30th, get select compact tractors with 0% financing available or save up to $5,500. Sale ends soon. Stop by your local dealer or go to KubotaOrangeDays.com.
Discover comfort and style at Sleep Mart. From reclining sofas and love seats to manual and power recliners, sleep and lift chairs, we've got it all. Choose from a variety of styles, colors, and fabrics. All made with pride in the USA. Come to Sleep Mart today where comfort meets savings. Your senior health.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. Coach Noah Chagnon is with me, Mountain Home Bomber track coach. Coach, the state of Missouri does javelin. Does Arkansas?
We have it at ours, but no, we don't throw javelin, and so it's just an extra thing. One of the best competitors in our conference was Kircher Herring from Russellville, and so he was kind of giving some feedback to us about one of our kids that I'm thinking could be a really good decathlete, and talking about triple jumping and how hard it can be on your body, but at A-State they've traded out triple jump with javelin, and so it's a lot easier on the athlete. Triple jump's a great event, a very athletic event, but it does take a toll on your whole body, all your knees especially. So what's weird about other states is they only do 4 events maybe. Other states around us will only let kids compete in 4 events total, and we can do 4 running in 2 fields. So
Oh, wow.
yeah.
So tell the folks at home what a decathlon and a heptathlon are.
Decathlon is 10 events for guys over 2 days. Heptathlon is 7 for girls over 2 days. And so it'll be both shot and disc, 400, 110 hurdles, high jump, pole vault. They'll finish the day on a 1,500 meter run. There's a couple other that I'm missing. And the girls, they'll do long jump. They won't do pole vault. They'll do high jump. They'll do some hurdles. They'll do sprints, and then they'll do the throws, and then finish up on an 800 meter run. And so Cami Johnson's really good at the 800. She did cross country. We're looking at working on some disc throw for her to help her break that record. But yeah, so on the girls' side, we'll have Cami going, Eliana Pepin, and then Jocelyn Green, a 9th grader, going to compete. And I think I already talked about the boys on the boys' side, but just again, we'll have Gus, we'll have Isaac Ballard, and we'll have Ben Souter. So for the first time since I've been here, you can bring people back if they finish in the top 15. We had a boy and a girl both do that. So we got to bring, you can always bring 2. And we get to bring those extras back. So we've got a full roster. The max you can bring is 3 boys and 3 girls. So we're bringing a max roster next week.
And where is that at?
It'll be at Springdale this year. It's usually at Fayetteville, but this year they moved it to Springdale, so right up the road. It'll be a new place for, I don't think I've even been there. So it'll be fun. It'll be exciting. We spoke a little bit earlier, but this is kind of the more relaxed part of the track season now that state's over. So last week or earlier this week on Wednesday, we had Meet at Champs. We got to have some time to kind of just, whether it's try to set our school record or set some PRs. We tried to do that, and then the heptathlon, decathlon, we'll have some team stuff, some celebrate the kids after that first night, and get some rest and get ready for that second day.
How did the Meet at Champs go?
We were really close. One of the main goals we were looking to do was on the girls at our 4x2 record again. We were super fast, and so we were trying to see with, competing with some of the champions from other classifications, see how well we could do. And so we were a little bit off there, so we're a little bit short. And the boys, at the end of the day, we had some boys show up to try to set our 4x4 record, and they did a great job. It was late in the day. It's one of the hotter days we had, and they were 0.03 off from setting the school record. So they waited the whole day to get ready for that, but they did everything they were supposed to. It just wasn't the best time for us. And Dakota Marney came down and throwed. He qualified for discus, and then Cami qualified in both the hurdles, and so she did a great job, and she had a new PR. And the girl inside on lane 2 was, every time she'd clear a hurdle was kind of come across hitting her, but she pushed through and got over it. Maybe the 5th hurdle she got ahead of her. And then she ran the 300, but she didn't PR in that. But it's just that Meet at Champs is kind of individually, like, hey, let's go see what we can do for you, or your relay, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It's not as much of a mountain home thing. So
when will track season start back up?
Usually we get going after Thanksgiving with some off-season practices. That'll be in the weight room a lot, getting some core stability. A lot of kids just kind of need reps at getting everything in line, so they the running form is just with how they've always ran, and so we'll work on kind of tightening those up, getting in shape, getting your shins ready. A lot of kids will get shin splints early on in March, so getting those shins ready, used to that work starting in November will be the best thing to help our kids stay healthy.
So between now and November, they are multi-sport athletes, and let them go do what they need to do.
Yeah, absolutely. And we love that. A lot of the competitiveness from those kids, like, even though Barrett's had a lot of good track background too, I think part of it was him being competitive. And so anytime we can get a kid that loves winning, come on out to track, we'll help you out. And I don't know that we have very many kids that only do track. and so they're probably more the odd outlying things. So most of our kids are multi-sport. So it's
In the 5 years you've been track coach, tell me something that's been most memorable for you.
Well, kind of the opposite. We've been fortunate enough to win 3 state championships on the boys' side, 2 outdoor and 1 indoor. Van Buren is the team that beat us this year in outdoor, and last year at indoor, we needed somebody to kind of come between us and Russellville, and it happened to be Van Buren. So they finished the relay race at the end of the night. That allowed us to win by 0.5. And so to be biting your nails, thinking about where we need to finish for this last race, coming down to the wire, winning by half a point, that was probably my biggest, memory. Like, I remember all parts of that specifically. So there's a lot of good ones with kids in general. There's kids that we still talk to. I know even though Adam and Eli just graduated, we still talk to them, whether it's pole vault stuff or Eli's is second best in his conference at Conway right now, so as a freshman. So he's doing great things. I know there's a ton of distance kids that have ran for Will and Tilde over the years. So, yeah, I don't know. I have a lot of different memories of different kids that have meant a lot to our program. So there's a lot of them out there.
The indoor and outdoor, 2 different seasons?
Yeah, 2 different seasons. And unfortunately, this year with the weather that we had, Fayetteville hosted it. We do it in Fayetteville's indoor facility, and for a couple of years, I didn't realize how perfect it was. We took a couple of the boys to Kansas. We went to Lawrence, Kansas, so they're indoor. They had some stuff early in the season. Didn't realize how great Arkansas's was, and so we're fortunate that they let us do that in February. But this year they hosted nationals and had a lot of stuff going on of their own. And so after it snowed us out for our allotted time, we never had a shot to make it up. Otherwise, we'd had a good shot at that again. So indoors, different. It's almost like the kids that treat tracks more seriously and do it year-round. So even though there's less bodies, it is a little bit more competitive. Not just anybody shows up to indoor meets. So it gives you a little bit of taste of that college vibe. But indoors always exciting, and then you get a little of a break to get ready for your outdoor. So.
You have any student athletes going on to the next level with track this year?
We got several distance kids that are going. As good as Camilla Johnson is at things, she's going to kind of just focus on her schoolwork. We got Garrett Barr going to UCA, going to do some great things. JR is going to go to Fayetteville. I talked to Caden Casper. He's got a scholarship. I think he's going to Ouachita Baptist. We've been very fortunate to have so many good distance kids get scholarships. And then, Barrett, if he wasn't already working on some football scholarship stuff at Harding, then he could have some stuff with track. But I think that's about it for right now. I'm sure I may have forgot somebody, but it's always great when our kids can keep competing at that next level. Like Eli sent me a nice little video of him in 8th grade, and his discus form in 8th grade was not what it is now, and he was not nearly as large as he is, and not as strong. And so when I showed it to one of our throwers, and it's just like, oh, well, I don't have to look like Eli Jones did as a 9th grader. Like, it's okay that I'm not my final form yet. And so it kind of lets kids, we're going to use that tool next year. Like, hey, I'll just strive for perfection and be humble about it. And no matter what you're doing, you'll be really good.
Every student athlete's a piece of clay.
Yeah. Yep. How bad do you want it? How bad do you want it? And we'll help you as much as we can.
Yeah, make that move.
Yep.
And you have to move. You
can't
just sit there. You have to move. Coach, I appreciate you taking the time to join us this morning. We look forward to hearing how these events for next week go. And I guess we'll see you at graduation tonight.
Yeah. Yep. Thanks for having me on.
Yes, sir. Thanks for being here. You've been watching The Morning Show on XL7-TV. We'll see you Monday.